Hello, my name is Anitarky and don't forget to subscribe to my channel to support it. Subscribe and comment. The story begins when the main character, Takahashi, is looking out the window and looks at Kao, who is from the volleyball team. It seems like he is interested in her since she is pretty and has superior genom. When she looks at her, someone calls her. For him, he is his sad classmate and she told him that he could introduce him to Kai since she is also in the volleyball club. In exchange, she wants to get 3 desserts from the cafeteria. He got angry at her for being greedy, but he gave up. Sues at the end just because he wants to explore a dungeon before volleyball practice. He asks C to meet him, however she doesn't want to do it. She even showed Kao her photo, and she still doesn't want to meet him. All of a sudden in the club, President Saki appeared behind them and saw their photo. He took the phone and it seems like he is up to something. After a while, he received a message from So and is surprised as Kao agreed to meet him and then went to the club room. Since she asked him to go there, however, when he entered the club room there was no one there. He starts walking and a mythical grade melon protective gear fell on his head. He is very surprised when he saw it and it seems like definitely not, it doesn't belong to the editor. When he's examining the equipment, someone caught it in 4K because he even took a photo of it for the meme. He tries to explain himself, but he's a man in 2024, so it seems like they don't believe his nonsense. It's a trap for him after all. Anyway, they told him they would cancel it if they accidentally showed that photo to the teacher. By the way, the melon protector belongs to this girl Megumi. He is scared shitless and begs them for mercy. Luckily, there is room for negotiation and she wants him to become her team manager. Furthermore, her order is absolute and he must listen to them. If he rejects them, then he will be cancelled. So he has no choice but to accept her demand. After that, she tells him he kissed. Welcome him. That caught him off guard and he wants to know what the hell she is doing based on her reaction. She knew immediately that he hadn't explored his first dungeon yet. Then they immobilized him and freed his Excalibur from his shackles. It seems they want to carry out their initiation ceremony by having fun using his Excalibur. Leave a comment below if you like it too. Why are you gay? Anyway, he asked Satou for help, but there's not much he can do after that. They challenge his Excalibur to a duel and he used Protein Blast in the end. Megumi even tries to carry out an unlimited food problem. Unfortunately, there is no fresh milk farm while that So is watching them and she felt like she wanted to do a solo let's play. Suddenly they called her and asked her to take a video of her initiation ceremony. I assume they will upload it and be sponsored by Raid Shadow Legend. Anyway, he explored their dungeon and gave them a pile of creamy and fresh protein cake. So their initiation ceremony was over, and he is officially the manager of his team now. The next day, Saki introduced him to the other members of the club as expected. Kai knew this wasn't a coincidence because after that, both Kai and Misa were cleaning the club room. Suddenly Misa noticed a camera in her bag, and she knew something suspicious was going on, so she took the camera because her privacy was screwed and went to the bathroom. Kai got angry at her for quitting her job. After a while he came to help her and she immediately accused him of being a stalker. To explain everything to her in its head, she doesn't trust him at all anyway. He will still help her clean the club room after everything is done. She thanks him and went home. After that, Misa shows up suddenly at his side and that surprised him. Wow, that's a big bathroom break anyway. She showed him a camera and asked him about it. He tries to feign ignorance, but she brought Satou with her. It seems like she told him everything about her initiation ceremony. And then she asked him for help. It seems like she's interested in that kind of thing and wants him to help her. He wants to know why she's doing this and she told him that she fell in love with him at first sight since that's a valid reason why to help her. They did a lot of cultural things during protein time, except kissing because they knew it would be too scary for YouTube to keep going. S also recorded his protein time in 4K and Misa wants me to send her the video file later. For search purposes, he wants her to delete that, but they don't give a damn. The next day, S is doing some Asian things since the exam is coming up soon. However, she couldn't concentrate because she is the only one doing it. After receiving the Excalibur treatment, she starts doing her solo let's play, but it's not enough for her during volleyball practice. Kai accidentally sprained her ankle and wants to call the teacher, but he appeared out of nowhere. Kai also thinks the same. He wants to take her to the infirmary and S wants Kao to let him help her for once. In the end, he took C to the infirmary, and the doctor has treated her ankle. She is glad because it is nothing serious. She reluctantly thanked him. Suddenly she remembered that she needs meet Saki and he apologized as expected. He is late and they are going to punish him since not being punctual is a shame for the Japanese, so they want him to play Bird Box Simulator while suddenly they tie his hand behind his back. The fire alarm goes off and they leave the club room. However, it seems like they have been pranked and the teacher saw them and starts chasing them because he assumed that they were the ones who set off the fire alarm while he was inside the club room. And he doesn't know what to do. Satou entered the club room and begins to clean his Excalibur in the climate-friendly way. He didn't see it coming because he couldn't see it after hearing his voice. I knew that she is sad as always. Wants to know why she's doing this, but that's not going to stop protein time. Meanwhile, she's using the camera to record her protein time. During protein time, she knew that her Excalibur is the only cure for her condition lately. She trusts on me that will work in real life too. That's foolproof since I tried with the editor several times, and after he used protein blast on her, she told him to take responsibility since he's the one who made her unable to concentrate on your study. Then they continue with their protein time as usual. After a while, Saki and Megami entered the club room during protein time and got angry at S for only enjoying his Excalibur. So they are going to continue with protein time as his Excalibur is still ready for battle. One day, Saki announced that they were going to a training camp since the summer tournament is coming soon. As expected, he will go with them. He is helping them carry the heavy things, although the women are supposed to be strong and independent in 2024 when they arrive. They are having a barbecue there. It seems that they are not in the mood to practice. Kei is quite skeptical about him coming here. However, the others don't care about that since he is an all-you-can-eat source of protein. Meanwhile, they keep feeding him until he passed out from being too full. When he woke up, he saw 4 large mountains in front of him. He also discovered that his Excalibur was already awake before him and was playing some games with them. Then he carried out his responsibilities as a team. The manager and the protection team, upon giving them a large amount of high-protein supplements, suddenly opened the door and yelled at them. As always, not closing the doors is a canon event and asked him to stop it because Kaori might find out their protein time. However, Misa asked to be honest with herself. He's going to play Fortnite Battle Royale with 3 of them after a while. Kaori also enters the room and saw her game. She became very embarrassed and nervous before she could leave. Saki appeared behind her and asks C to calm down. Then she brings Kao to meet her Excalibur, and she is right in front of her legendary Excalibur. She is surprised to see that and does nothing since she is not going to do anything. Saki gave the first step, cleaning his Excalibur in a weather-friendly way. After that, everyone takes turns for him to explore their dungeon. Meanwhile, Kai is watching them intently. After he used protein blast several times, she excused herself and walked out of the room. At night, they are going to punish this the Sama girl, who did not attend the training camp on the first day, so she's going to make him explore her dungeon. Wow, I guess that seems like a reward. The next day, Saki prepared the training regimens for the members. They all have a normal life training program, except that Kei Saki told her that he had prepared a special training regimen for her that will help her perform under stress and pressure. He's going to play Fortnite Battle Royale with 3 of them after a while. Kaori also enters the room and saw her game. She became very embarrassed and nervous before she could leave. Saki appeared behind her and asks C to calm down. Then she brings Kao to meet her Excalibur, and she is right in front of her legendary Excalibur. She is surprised to see that and does nothing since she is not going to do anything. Saki gave the first step, cleaning his Excalibur in a weather-friendly way. After that, everyone takes turns for him to explore their dungeon. Meanwhile, Kai is watching them intently. After he used protein blast several times, she excused herself and walked out of the room. At night, they are going to punish this the Sama girl, who did not attend the training camp on the first day, so she's going to make him explore her dungeon. Wow, I guess that seems like a reward. The next day, Saki prepared the training regimens for the members. They all have a normal life training program, except that Kei Saki told her that he had prepared a special training regimen for her that will help her perform under stress and pressure. She was excited when she heard that. However, who would have expected that she would need to receive melon therapy from the protein? Instead, when she saw that, she asked Saki to stop joking. They told her that they were not joking and that this will definitely help her grow and prepare her to become the captain of the team in the future, since Saki is the captain of the team now that Kai couldn't. I don't refuse his request. Saki wants him to help her train all day long. It's like a dream come true for him, and he's coming too anyway. The others left them alone in the room and they're going to start their training. Although she is against it, she is still willing to carry out his training regimen. Therefore, her training begins and he is helping her like her life depends on it. She even launched a pincer attack against his Excalibur and he used an explosion of protein in her. Unfortunately, she is the same as the editor since she does not consume all the protein supplement and wastes it after they are bathing, and she noticed that her Excalibur is still ready for battle. She finally gives him, allowed him to explore his dungeon. Therefore, he explored of his dungeon in the name of training. After protein time was over, the others also entered the bathroom. It seems like they want to play Fortnite Battle Royale with him. After all, I guess she doesn't expect the protein man to belong to everyone, including you. Anyway, that might be a good wholesome ending. Well, that's the end of my summary of this cultural anime.